What's up guys, this is Boileau here, and I've been blasted with news recently. Blasted with videos talking about fleeing California. It almost seems like there's an Ebola outbreak somewhere in the States and that everybody's fleeing for their life. It's crazy how many videos I've seen about people leaving California. And for a guy like me, that always thought that the golden state, the holy grail of states, where I could bring my wife and my kids and retire early and live happily forever after in California? Well, now I'm not sure anymore. Is it actually as good of a state as I thought it was? Is it actually a nice place to live? I'm not sure if I know my California anymore. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm doubting myself. Maybe California is not the place for me anymore. Maybe California is not what I thought it was. Because I always thought that California had the best climate, subtropical climate, where it barely rains and there's beaches all along the coast and I could live my best life in California. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I had no idea of what I was dreaming about. So I don't know why people are leaving. It seems to be such a great state to live in. They have all of the biggest companies in the US, Silicon Valley is the tech hub. They have the best subtropical climate, Mediterranean climate, whatever you call it. It is just great all year round with the beaches along the coast, the climate, the best food, the burgers. They have what everybody wants to. Why are people leaving? Rocker Gene Simons kisses off California taxes. Should you too? California 13.3% tax rate is enough to make almost anyone sick, including rock stars. Well, that's a good point. Taxes is fairly high, let's be honest with that. Well, for the US, because here in Canada, it's quite a bit worse, but in the US, 13.3% taxes is very high. What else? What else is happening? California businesses leave the state by the thousands. The reason? Economics. Plain and simple, California is too expensive and its taxes and regulations are too high. The Tax Foundation ranked California 48 in terms of business climate. California is also ranked 48 in terms of regulatory burdens, and California's cost of living is 50% higher than the national average. And this is pretty savage, guys. And this is why we've seen so many business owners leaving California. Like we're talking about Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, and even some big YouTubers like Stephan. But this declaration got right into my heart. Dear California, I am leaving you. I struggle with a government that is notoriously business unfriendly. With everything from high taxes on earning to badgering businesses to work more to comply with bureaucracy. I paid enough in California income tax in 1 year alone to hire another worker for my business. And you charge me $800 annually as a corporation fee when most states charge just a few dollars. This was supposed to be the year for California's homeless. Instead, it's a slow train wreck. California is home to 1/4 of the nation's homeless population, a grim distinction painfully visible not only on city sidewalks, but also along the state's freeway and farms' levees, in its urban parks and suburban strip malls. California has a huge problem with homelessness, and honestly, as a father, I can feel the pain. I know that if I couldn't go out safely with my kids, to me, it would be a big deterrent into living somewhere. Historical perspective on Los Angeles traffic congestion fight. Los Angeles and California as a whole has been fighting traffic congestion and fighting over how to fight congestion for its entire history. And we all know traffic sucks. Like it just straight up sucks. And if you're in the middle of it, day in, day out, it would have a toll on me, that's for sure. The state's acute shortage of housing continues to worsen because we're building about half of what we need. Last year, those in the capital took only baby steps towards encouraging more investment in housing, and one big step, rent control. That, if anything, discourages that investment. We must make it easier for housing developers to navigate regulatory red tape and overcome local governments' resistance if the state is to attract the tens of billions of dollars in housing investment it needs. So California has been in fire in terms of housing prices, all the way from 2012 with an average of $343,000 on all types of properties, so we're including condos and single-family homes. The average was $343,000, and it grew all the way to $680,000 in 2020. This is pretty much double. Properties have on average doubled in California, which definitely creates some problems. It is making it very hard for people to actually find housing in California, either because they're not able to afford this very high cost of housing, or people can't even afford rent. This is as bad as it gets for the population. Welcome to Idaho. If liberalism worked, you'd still be in California. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And there's many more reasons why people are fleeing California. But these are some of the major ones that people are complaining about. So at the end of the day, I understand why people are fleeing California. So when we're talking about traffic and congestion problems, with homelessness problems and overall cleanliness problems, or having the highest tax rate in the country, or having the highest cost of housing in the country. So California overall is far from being affordable. And if you're paying a high amount in taxes and you don't feel like you're getting the services that match your contribution, I know it can be very frustrating for some people. I know personally, I need to know where my tax money is going, and I need to be satisfied with what the government is doing with my contribution. So I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how the story will continue to develop. Is California going to get back on its feet at some point and prevent businesses and high-income earners from fleeing the state? Or that California is doomed and that people are going to continue to flee the state for a while? And that's it for me, guys. So if you did like the video, please smash the like button. And if you like that kind of content, well, make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss any of my videos. So on that note, I'll see you guys soon.